Well, guys, sometimes you have to say no for your own sanity. I know most of us want to be nice. We want to be helpful and help other people. However, there's some people that you just can't help. It doesn't matter how much you help, they never get out of the situation that they're in. And for your own sanity, sometimes you have to say no and cut some people off. Unfortunately, that's just the way that it is. Even family members. You have to learn to say no. I had a guy one time that for years, he was constantly wanting something. Every day he would call asking for money. He would show up at my house asking for money, asking for help, giving a hard luck story about how bad his life was, about how bad a shape he was in. And this wasn't just one time. It was constantly. It was every day, or at least every other day, that he was needing help, asking for help. And what it was, is he had a drug problem. And you could help him. You could give him food, for example. You give him, I gave him one time a whole bunch of canned goods. And then I learned later that he took those canned goods and sold those to his sister for enough money to go buy drugs with, to go buy a pill with. He liked pain medications and he liked Xanax. And instead of taking one Xanax, he would take 3 Xanax. And he would get to the point where he couldn't hardly even talk. He couldn't hardly walk. He would drag his feet. And, I tried to help him. I tried to get him to get off of that stuff. I even got him into housing before because he was homeless, living in the woods. And within a couple of months, he was homeless again. It didn't matter. I could have broke myself every dime that I had. I could have spent to help him, and it would help him for a day or two, and then right back to the same situation he would be in a few days or a week or a month, depending on how much money I gave him. And he could run through it, really, really quickly. And it didn't do any good to help. It really, truly didn't. It didn't do a bit of good to try to help him because, like I said, some people just can't help. You have to learn when to say no. You have to realize that some people you just can't help. And for your own sanity, you have to say no. You have to cut these people off. Because if you don't, they will keep draining your life energy. They will keep just pushing and pushing and pushing. And I finally had to change my phone number, had to tell him not to come back to my house anymore, to stop bothering me, that it was over. And I helped this guy for several years. I probably dished out, $10,000 at least, helping this guy. And then I realized what I was actually doing is I was helping to support his drug habit, because he wasn't going to quit. He wasn't going to try to do any better, because he thought anyway, he could keep coming back to me, he could keep coming to me, he could keep asking for help, and I would keep giving him help, keep giving him food, whatever, so he'd go out, so he could go take that and sell that to get a pill with. I mean, he would starve and get rid of food and sell that for a few dollars, $20 or so, to be able to go get his Xanax and not even eat. And then in a couple of days, he'd be back again, talking about how hungry he was. He had no food to eat. And I'm thinking, I just gave you food, a whole 2 boxes full of canned goods, fresh canned goods, probably, $40 or $50 for the canned goods, and here you are 2 days later at my house telling me how hungry you are. Put it on a hard luck story and wanting help. And after a while, you have to just stop doing this with people. You have to stop doing this with your exes, because sometimes they'll keep coming back. Hard luck story, wanting help. Sometimes you do it with your kids, your family, because they will keep on keeping on. They will keep on pushing. They will keep on trying to get every dime that you can get, that they can get out of you. They will keep trying to get that. And you can help over and over and over again for years, and it won't matter. And as soon as you cut these people off and you stop giving, and they get mad, even though you've helped for years and put out possibly thousands of dollars to help these people, that keep coming back for more, and you kept helping, but then when you set your foot down and say no more, they will get mad. They will go out and talk about you to other people like you're a dog, because you didn't keep helping them, even though you did, you know, forever. Put out hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars to help these people, and every single time they will stab you in the back. They will go out and talk about you and act like you never did anything for them at all. You never helped them at all, even though you did. They'll tell everyone else how sorry you are, how you refused to help them in their time of need when you have plenty, even though you may not. They will still claim you do. And sometimes these people can be actually dangerous because, you know, they've grown accustomed to you helping, to you never saying no. And when you say no, like I said, they get mad. So these people can become dangerous because they've been to your house a lot. They know what you have, and they usually think you have more than what you do. You've just been digging down to help, and they've gotten this attitude now that it's your lifelong priority to help them. And you know, if they think you have wealth, money, guns, tools, whatever in your home, they may break in to your home while you're gone and try to steal what you have because they want it. You have it, they want it. You worked for it, they didn't. But they're professional bums is what it boils down to, at trying to pushing the hard luck story every day about their life and trying to get people to feel sorry for them so you'll give to them. And most people will without saying no. But as soon as you stop, they become dangerous because they've grown accustomed to, you know, you giving. And they are very likely, especially if they have drug problems and things like that, to come and try to break into your house, try to steal what you have. No doubt, they probably know, like when you're working, they know where you're going to be most of the time because they've been at your house, you know, a lot. And I'm talking about a lot of times as family members. And they will come back and steal what you have. They might get some of their friends that they talk to, get on drugs, and then come back later and decide to do a home invasion to take what you have because you stopped giving. And you're the bad guy, you know, because you stopped giving. It's a sad situation, but unfortunately, that's the reality of life with these people. You have to learn to say no. And that's not just for friends, family members. It's all walks of life. You know, your children, if you have little children and you give all the time and never say no, they're going to expect you to keep giving. And if you don't give, they will be in the middle of the store. I've seen this before, screaming, crying, whining, wanting you to gift them a toy, a video game, whatever, because you always have. And now you're saying no, and they're throwing a fit. And they'll grow up to be adults that does the same thing. You have to learn to say no. You have to learn to say no because you can't keep on just giving and giving and giving without boundaries. It's good to help people. It's good to help people, to try to help people, but sometimes, like I said, you just can't keep doing it. You can't keep doing it. You have to say no even to your kids, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever. You have to learn to say no. You know, sometimes people will put themselves out. You'll put your own self, your own health, your own financial well-being, your own sanity in jeopardy to keep on helping people. To keep on trying to help people because you think that's your obligation to help your fellow man. And it's okay to help people. It really is, not saying that. But you have to know when to stop it. You have to know when, to say, no, it's over, it's done. And cut these people off for your own sanity. Don't keep on helping certain people. And you know who these people are. The people who don't really appreciate it, the people who, when you help, they come back within a week, sometimes the next day, trying to get you to give them some more. And when you don't, they get mad. These people don't care nothing about you. If they did, they wouldn't keep trying to get what they can out of you if they cared about you. It's all about them. It's all about what they can get from you. So don't worry about these people getting mad. Don't worry about these people getting out and talking about you to other people, because most people already know what these people are. But you want to be careful, because these people can be dangerous when you've been giving for a long time. And all of a sudden you say no, they get really, really angry because they're relying on you to keep giving, to keep supplying their habits, to keep supporting them when they won't work, won't support themselves. And if you would let some of these people, they'd move you in your house and take over and move you out. It's happened before. People helping people. There is a story, there's a criminal case that happened up the road a little bit from where I'm right now. And I forget the exact date that it was, but it was like 7,500 years ago. It's been a long time ago. I read the story. But there was this guy that was always bumming, always needing help. And there was a school teacher. It was a male school teacher. And he would help this guy all the time, give him money and stuff and everything. And one night, he was staying at the guy's house. He let him stay because, if I remember the story correctly, I read it one time, so I'm trying to get this right. He let the guy stay at his house because he had no place to stay that night, okay? Well, the guy gets the bright idea that he just want to kill him and take what he has, because he has, and the other guy didn't. So this guy here has more. So he's been nice to me here for years. He's given me money for years, helped me financially for years, given me a place to stay tonight. But I'm going to kill this guy to take what he has. That was the guy's mindset, because that's exactly what he did. He got a .38 pistol. He shot the guy, and then he took an axe to the guy to make sure he was dead. Drug him out behind the house and buried him in where a tree had fell over. He put him in there and threw some leaves on top of that guy. The guy that helped him, and then took $40. So he killed a guy that helped him over and over again for $40. Now back then, $40 is probably like a couple $100 now, but he took a guy's life, a guy that helped him over and over and over again. That's how much he cared. So you have to stop helping people, and you can't let it get far gone, because the longer you let it go on, the more danger it becomes to you, the more dangerous these people become to you. And I'm talking about family members too. I mean, you have to cut family members off just the same, because they can be some of the most dangerous, because they have this feeling that you owe them something. They have this, you owe me because you're family. You got to keep helping me forever. Even though they've done nothing for you at all, they expect you to keep helping them. This bridge is, hear that? It'd be bad this thing fall through and fall out here in the lake. That wouldn't be good at all. The lake's pretty calm right now. Still wouldn't want to go in it though. That's my camera up. Anyways, you have to use your brain, and you have to realize that people don't appreciate what you give. They really don't. And if you have, like I said, children, it's always wanting something. Sometimes you have to cut those off. Little kids, toddlers, they will cry and scream until you give them what they want. They turn into spoiled teenagers, and they expect. Then those spoiled teenagers turn into spoiled adults. And they end up doing all kinds of things, ended up in jail and things like that, because you kept giving. You have to know when to stop giving. And if they need something, if they need clothing, they need things for school, birthday presents, Christmas presents, then great. You can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Take care of your kids. But they keep wanting stuff, and you just keep buying stuff. And they don't have to work for it. They don't appreciate it. So, in my opinion, you should make kids work. Get what they need, keep them healthy, keep them fed, keep them school supplies, clothing, stuff for Christmas, stuff for birthdays. However, anything extra, make them work for it. If they want a video game, if they want whatever, make them work for it. Say, yeah, I'll get it for you, but you're going to have to work for it. You have to learn to earn it. That way you'll appreciate it. And, make them mow the yard. Make them break the leaves, clean the house, do the dishes for a month to get it. That way they appreciate it. And that way they don't expect, you know, things to be given to them. But unfortunately, a lot of parents won't do that. We're at this age, we're at this stage now in life where it seems trendy for the parents, instead of trying to be parents, they will try to be the kid's friend. And sometimes, or a lot of times, it's because, you know, they are in a divorce. The parents have been divorced. The kids are usually living with their mother, and the parents are trying to compete with each other. They're trying to outdo each other. And, you know, you may have a stepmom or a stepdad or whatever, and they're trying to be the favorite. So they will give, trying to be the favorite. But they're not teaching the kids anything. But that happens a lot, especially in these split relationships where there's kids involved. So, you know, learn to say no, learn to stop giving all the time, because if you don't, you're going to raise and enable a lot of bad behavior in kids, adults, whatever, because people are always, like I said, they keep coming back. They never quit, and they can be extremely dangerous. It's up to you to know when to put a stop to it, man. It really is. Anyway, be sure to go check out Appalachian Freedom Files. I put this together. It took me years to put this together. It is a massive collection of information that you can download to help you learn new skills, become more self-reliant, save money, be able to defend yourself. I mean, it's completely stuffed full of information that will help you live a better life. So go check it out. Helps the channel out a lot. Also, you know, if you purchase that, it definitely helps the channel out a lot. And I really appreciate it. You get a good resource full of information, and you know, I get a few dollars to help me keep making these videos. So I appreciate it. Like I said, if you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next video, hopefully.